Quentin, welcome.
Ooh.
Nice shirt.
Thank you. You as well.
Happy to see you
I need
today.
to get some tattoos or something because I'm feeling
you
like
got muscles though, so you're
I don't know.
you're all good. Don't worry.
Did I ever tell you the story about my friend who's a tattoo artist?
No.
True story. He's I have a friend who back on the East Coast runs a very successful tattoo business. He's a fantastic artist, and I asked him one time. I'm like, yeah, I'm thinking about getting a tattoo. This is not a joke. This is actual, true little anecdote. And he just looked at me. He's like, yeah, you should never get a tattoo.
Why is that?
He says, because your skin is just, he says you got bad skin and you're hairy, is what he said to me. And it's like, and the reason it stuck with me is imagine you went to like a Toyota dealership. Your friend runs a Toyota dealership. And you're like, yeah, I'm thinking about getting a Toyota. And he's like, no, Toyotas aren't for you. It's like, what is, it's like, that's the most honest opinion you can get when somebody's like, no, this is what I do for a living. It's not for you.
I think this might be true.
Yeah. Anyway.
You got beautiful.
Might be alabaster, maybe.
Yeah.
Fish belly.
Yeah. Don't ruin your skin.
There you go.
Let's talk
anyway,
guitars.
Yeah, sorry.
That's all right.
I was drawn by your short sleeves.
Yes. Look at us today, all matching and stuff. We're all matching. Okay.
Oh yeah.
What are we doing? So
we get the Guild.
The D-55.
D-55.
Okay. We kind of just, we thought, let's do the D-55 again. We've already done it. We've already done the D-28. But then we thought, well, let's hear what they both sound like. They're, we're not like, this is a tough comparison. We're just showing you the difference. In all reality, if it were me, I would have a D-28 at home. I would have a D-55. Of course, I'd have a J200.
200, yeah.
There's just a bunch of guitars you would want to have. These are still very different. So we're not really trying to compare them as a direct shootout.
It's not a head-to-head
It's not a head-to-head
thing.
because, in all honesty, you could probably take like an HD28 and it might be even more of a
direct
close comparison. But we're not trying to do that. This is a
D.
D28. It's a non-scalloped bracing. The D-55 is a scallop-braced guitar. But they're both Dreadnoughts and they're both rosewood. And they're just different brands, and they're both iconic. So that's kind of what we're doing today, is just trying to show you what is the difference, from a D-28.
Is there a difference? What do you pick up? It's more like a tasting, if you will.
Yeah.
If we do a flight of
it is a tasting
adult beverage or whatever, that's this is a mini flight, 2 guitars.
Well, when we switched before, obviously this one to me had that more boomy open, but that's because that's.
I'm playing a little lighter than I normally do. I cut my finger on the side here, and I'm trying not to super glued it shut as best I can, but try not to do too much because it hurts when you get right up against it.
Okay. That's classic D-28.
That's a Martin,
folks.
That's a Martin
that is
sound.
just classic.
Bigger sounds
bigger,
almost
jumbo-y, like a jumbo.
It's sometimes I'll go back and I'll watch the videos and it really doesn't come through. There's I don't know how to say it. There's a presence, maybe it's a reflection of being in the room with it, the timbre of the instrument at the time, that sometimes gets filtered a little bit through the recording process and then through the playback and whatnot. But in the room, this thing, it feels bigger. It sounds bigger, like deeper.
Yeah.
Almost like J200-y kind of
right,
big.
It does. But you wouldn't take that, if you're doing a straight bluegrass gig, you're going to grab this.
It depends, right? Because, that's what I have, and that's what is kind of expected in that genre. But it's not necessary, right? I think this could be a pretty interesting bluegrass guitar. It's extra low end though, so sometimes that can be a challenge.
That one to me screams like big strumming and cool.
I agree, and I think this would be more troubadour-y. Somebody who wants to strum and sing a song.
Well, it's just nice to have another one in stock. We haven't had one in a while, the D-55, and so.
You didn't hear that, did you?
No. See, it's so different. Very, very different.
is. It's like tight and focused. It's very punchy. This one's like, whoa.
It's just a nice reference to use the D-28 in a reference to a lot of things because, you know, and a lot of people, like I said, I always tell people they come into the store to buy a D-28 because that's what they know. They know that name D-28, and that's why we used it in today's video. But oftentimes they'll leave with an HD-28, which is scalloped, HD-35, which is thinner braced,
or J-45.
J-45, who knows, anything.
Yeah.
So, but
or a K-35.
K-35, there you go. Well, I like it.
Yeah, no, this is interesting. Well, I'll do a little bit of side by side because again, that's where the magic happens when Dustin can fade them in between. You'll hear a difference. It's, I think it's already pretty obvious.
Oh yeah,
but
very obvious.
In the room, there's a feel too, right? That I don't know that you can really capture in a digital recording.
Yeah.
This feels great. Feels like the guitars that I like to play. You know, my HD-28, but this one has a bigger feel and like. It's
more jumbo-y. Kind of has
jumbo-y,
that jumbo tone.
It's like there's a reverb going on inside that you wouldn't capture in this box. And maybe I don't know how to explain it, but that's
cool. Well, you can check it out.
Feels like.
Musicvilla.com.
There you go.
Check them out, and thanks.
Yeah, thank you.
Thanks everyone for watching.